My name is Aggrey Oriwo. I'm the CEO, Africa Digital Media Institute. My background is in education, marketing, and research. I've worked in the research industry the longest, about 16 years, and education profession for I think 2 or 3 years, and now again I'm back in education. The market is looking for ready talent. They are looking for work-ready graduates. They're looking for people who are digitally able because the world itself has changed. There's a lot of things that have happened in the labor market, and it's very, very, very different. People want skills that are relevant. At ADMI, we are providing that kind of platform, creative digital media, which is more tied towards you doing what is relevant and what you like as a person entering the labor market. It's a very interesting time, and across the whole world, as you say it or you mention it, that everyone is trying to redesign the curriculum because the digital space is changing very fast. There's a lot of disintermediation. Most of what you knew has changed. The way people are working, the skills that people are looking for. People are looking for, I said, work ready and people who are enabled, people who are able to face different challenges. And that dynamism requires all trainers to review their curriculum. And again, you can see even from the Kenyan context, we are reviewing the basic curriculum where our students, our elementary educational institutions have been trying to look at the curriculum and try to change it to make it relevant to the current needs. And we're trying to move from that space where employers or the current employers are saying we want people who have skills that are relevant. We are no longer going for the traditional careers. Students are not talking about the old careers that people are talking about, aviation, medicine, or pharmacy. There's a more nuanced and more relevant and current skill need, and that is in the digital space and the creativity that comes with it. Very interesting because tech is digital and digital is tech, and tech is, I mentioned earlier, that is disintermediating a lot of things. So most of the things that previously required you to walk into physical offices can be done at a very, very distance. So if anyone has that skill and that creativity to disintermediate the services as you know them, there'll be a lot of opportunities for that. And that's why we have companies like Netflix coming in, disintermediating the movie space. You have companies like M-Pesa that has disintermediated the financial sector. And you've seen the growth and the spiraling of fintechs. And I think there's still a lot of opportunities of trying to bring in or aggregating the demand side of things. And that's an opportunity that we could look at as providers of digital education. And beyond that, again, the market and the industry, even farmers need a lot of that digital knowledge, the people who are selling, the people who are producing goods. So the whole space require a lot of new skills, and tech is a place to go. I'm happy we have initiatives like Consa Tech City, and that is supposed to take place. And the talk of Kenya being the digital savannah should actually be actualized, or we need to put our action where our words are, because there's a lot of that and there's a lot of competition around that area. But there are people who are going to Southeast Asia, places like India, companies go there to get that talent, and I think that talent is there. And you mentioned our high level of unemployment that is necessarily not caused by our lack of industry, but also the change in the demand for skills. We need a new set of skills, and those skills are available in Southeast Asia, and we've seen big companies rushing there and getting the necessary skills from that area. I've mentioned creative digital. That is critical. People are becoming content creators. We have people who live off content creation. Previously, if you told someone you'll need a phone or a good camera and make a few dance moves and voila, you have money, people would think you're different, you're mad. And even the way we are doing music is totally different. Nobody goes to a music store to buy music, and that is mostly because of the changes we see here. I'm looking at medicine. Medicine is going to change a lot. Very few people will be walking to doctors, and even the pharmacists. I mean, we will have a lot of things happening online. You'll have a doctor diagnosing your disease online. You'll have a prescription sent to you online and sent to a pharmacist online, and the only space that will grow that is physical is actual delivery. So I can see a proliferation of people who deliver. There is also opportunity for mapping homes and knowing very well that this is the place I'm supposed to deliver. Because as we get more and more disintermediated, and we'll need the physical delivery, and that will be done by courier companies. It still makes me a bit surprised why our old posta and telecommunication is not doing very well, the Postal Corporation of Kenya, because that is the space they should be delivering what has been bought or sold digitally to the end user. And there's a lot of growth in those areas. Collaboration is key in this space and in the world now, because we are bringing down a lot of barriers. We're bringing down a lot of boundaries and even trade barriers and tariffs, because you're trading with someone in the US, you're trading someone from Southeast Asia, and you're able to talk to them and they're able to deliver. That means that you have to look at that delivery platform differently. You have to be able to see that traditional way of doing things is changing. Even in Parliament, to find people, or the members of Parliament are now voting digitally. And those are some of the things that we need to be ready about. Remember, our election was very electronic and very digital. So many things happened that way. And that's why we had a very transparent election, because of that, the fact that we incorporated a lot of digital technology into that.